Alright, hello guys. Welcome to Frame Chasers. My voice shot, my apologies, but we had a insane stream today. It was probably the biggest, busiest, most debated, just a gong show of a stream. It was a lot of fun though. Lots of viewers, about 50 average viewers, got a shit ton of subs and donations and stuff. It was just like 3 hours of benchmarking and talking and going through slides and Zen versus Intel, all that good stuff, right? Now, so much happened in the stream today that I might not get a, like, I might not bother re-clipping it down and putting timestamps and stuff. Like too much happened, and it would take me like 3 or 4 hours just to timestamp that entire video. So I might just re-upload it as it is to YouTube, and I'll let people timestamp it themselves if they want to. I don't really care. Go nuts with that shit. But there's one thing I wanted to do separately to cover separately in this video. There was this one Russian YouTuber that has his own Zen versus Intel benchmarks. Okay, this is the guy's channel here. This one got posted near the end of the stream, and I had to actually ban a couple of guys because they just got way too rowdy about it. Keep in mind, if you come into my Twitch or Discord and you are a fanboy, or if you tell me I'm wrong about something without evidence or proof, I will instantly ban you without hesitation. You're gone. And be very careful, because I'm small now, but it would suck if you got banned early on in my career and you're never able to come back because you were an idiot. Just like those people today. You don't want to be an idiot early on in my career and never be able to come back and be a part of this community, alright? So keep that in mind if you ever come into my Twitch. Anyway, this guy's YouTube, I don't want to play the actual video because I don't want to get copyright claimed. But I actually downloaded his, or I screenshotted his numbers, but you can see the URL up top, and I highly recommend you go check this guy's channel out. Essentially, it looks like this guy has the most comprehensive, well thought out comparison that I've seen so far. Pretty much all the mainstream media, all those numbers are completely useless. This guy actually went so far above and beyond that he actually had a 10900K at 5.2 gigahertz. His ring bus was at 4.9 apparently, and his RAM was 4400 C17 on the Intel system. This is near essentially maxing it out. His Zen 3 chip was insane too. It was like 4.9 gigahertz on one CCD, 4.8 on the other. He had like 3733 C14. This guy spent a lot of time tuning both of these systems out, and that's why I feel comfortable. Like if you want to see what these chips are capable of, you should go watch this guy's, even though it's in Russian and you can't understand everything. Definitely worth a gander. And this guy was so meticulous that he actually, I'll play a little bit here because we're allowed to watch a little bit. He was so meticulous here that when you go at the beginning of his, not slides, but if you go to the very beginning of each of his timestamps, he goes through every single setting that he sets for every single one of his benchmarks. So I mean, even though it's in Russian, you can just count it down and copy exactly what he had for every single setting, which is really handy. I like the fact that more people don't do this blows me away. Like, this guy went above and beyond for this comparison. So these are, I feel comfortable comparing my computer to these numbers because this guy couldn't have pushed his shit any farther. Now, when the people came into my Discord saying that I'm wrong and that this guy says that Zen is faster and all that shit, there was so okay, as with any benchmarking website, mainstream media, blah 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 blah, there's always a fault or something they missed in every single benchmark, and is the reason why I have a following in the first place, right? So and I even posted this in my Discord too. I was like, hey guys, what did this guy miss and what did he do wrong? And nobody got it. My entire Discord, not a single person got it. Which was surprising. I thought my Discord would have caught it a little bit more, but I guess this is why I have a following, right? The one thing that this guy missed in his benchmarks, and the reason why Intel lost in his not lost, they tied for the most part. This guy used 2x8 RAM sticks. Oh, oops, 2x8 RAM. Single rank. Whereas I use 2x16 dual rank. And I'm going to show you what difference that makes on an Intel system. Something as small as this can get overlooked by the mainstream population, and that is why you are likely to be in the 99% of humans that should buy Zen. Like, do you know what I mean? And the fact that my entire Discord and all of Twitch today did not see this, that's why that guy got banned. He said I was wrong. He did not see this. You cannot say that I'm wrong about something if you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's like it's like you're not gonna read a BuzzFeed article and then go to someone on the street and say, hey, I saw a BuzzFeed article. You're wrong. You're gonna get slapped in the street if you do this shit. You know what I mean? In the real world, you can't online. You can't do this shit, man. This is absolutely ridiculous. But this is why I have no hesitation banning these people. I know they're just idiots and they have no idea what they're talking about, right? The correct approach is, hey, Joofus, why is this guy's numbers different than everybody else's? Or what's going on here? That's how you ask the question. You don't go into a person's Twitch and say, you're wrong, this is why, when you didn't see why. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I went over all this guy's numbers. I pulled up all of his numbers versus mine. And the only difference between our systems, actually, was mine is 5.3 gigahertz. His was 5.2. Mine is 5.3. I have 4.9 ring, 4400 C17 RAM, dual rank. So the only difference is an extra 100 on the core and dual rank. So what does that mean? What could that mean, right? Well, let's pull up his Tomb Raider numbers here. And I copied I went through every single one and copied every single setting down, right? So this is his number for Tomb Raider. Where's mine here? This is what I got on my Tomb Raider. So his Zen is beating his Intel. My dual rank Intel is beating his Zen, right? Let's see by how much here. 242 divided by 228. 6%. Obviously not much. You can consider that a tie, okay? Like you're okay. I would say if in order for a product to beat another product, it has to be maybe above 10% performance gain. So even though my chip is faster here, you can call all of these a tie. Big deal, right? Who cares? Anyway, let's move on here. A fully tuned Zen 3 does way better than I thought it would. Way better. This is if you're on a, it's not the fastest, but if you are on a like 8700K or 7700K, I would say it's safe to upgrade to this now. If you have a 9900K or up, probably not. It's pointless. It's a tie. A tie in the worst case scenario, right? Or best case scenario, whatever you want to call it. Let's go to the next one here. Oh yeah, Youngblood. I got the exact same scores he did here. He used DLSS and ray tracing for some reason in this one. So yeah, I got 190 as well. It was the exact same. This is more DLSS and RT limited than it is CPU limited. So you can ignore Youngblood. What's the next one here? Far Cry. Let's see here. This one was the same as well. So this one actually didn't benefit from dual rank RAM at all. I got 162, he got 166, Ryzen got what? This is all margin of error. So this is 100% a tie. So dual rank did nothing for this one, right? All a tie. This is actually also why I'm comfortable comparing these numbers, because this guy went balls out, dude. And actually, on top of that, keep a grain of salt with these numbers, because I can't verify these numbers. I'm just assuming that his numbers are correct because his Intel numbers, for the most part, match my Intel numbers as if they were single rank, right? So you could probably trust this guy if you're looking for the absolute fastest, but again, wait for me to get my 5950X and I will confirm this myself. That's the whole point. Always wait for your trusted, always wait for your most trusted tech tuber to do their own benchmarks. And if you trust Linus, or if you trust Jay, or if you trust Gamers Nexus, just buy whatever the hell they recommend. I don't care, dude. I don't care. Like, just buy whatever the hell you want to buy and just be happy, okay? If you trust those guys and their word is their bond for you, just buy whatever the hell they recommend and just be happy. I don't know what this insistence is of every tech tuber needing to be on the same page. No one has to be on the same page, right? Let's go to Division 2. This one, actually, the Zen chip won. 255, 245. So dual rank helped a little bit here. 10 FPS. His Zen chip still beat me, actually. So this game is an AMD optimized game, so it must know how to utilize that cache really well. Well, Division 2 actually does scale with GCN and Navi 10 as well, like crazy. So this is a perfect example of how a highly optimized AMD game can make it win over a tuned 10900K, right? 6%, 7%. So this is 7% faster than my chip in Division 2 in this game. So again, less than 10%, call it a tie. It's, you know what I mean? Now, let's go to Watch Dogs. Where's his Watch Dogs here? So he got 127 as Intel, 121. I got 133, right? So the dual rank helped a little bit here. The dual rank would depend on the game, I suppose. Like, it's like, what was that other game there? Far Cry. It did absolutely nothing, right? But some of these games can take advantage of it. Some games can't, right? That's kind of the whole thing here. 133 divided by 121. So this one's actually 10% faster for Intel. So Watch Dogs would actually be a win for Intel on the like 10% or higher is a win, under 10% is a tie, I would say. Like margin of error type shit, right? But all the other games in his list, just go through them. I don't know how he like I don't know how he actually did Warzone or the other ones that didn't have canned benchmarks. So I only did the ones that actually had built-in canned benchmarks, right? Because this was the easiest way that I could actually replicate his exact numbers, right? So what do you have here in total? You have 7% from Tomb Raider, 10% Watch Dogs. Far Cry was 0. It was the same. So we'll eliminate that. I guess we can put 0. And Division was 7%. Christ, I don't remember now. Division. Was it 7? Can't remember now. Hang on. My voice is so shot. Holy shit. Division was 272. Oh my god. Divided by 255. 7. Okay, yeah, 7. So 7% the other way. So what you can do to calculate this, these two numbers cross each other out. So you can do 10% divided by 1, 2, 3, 4 benchmarks. So on average, the 10900K is faster by 2.5%. In these 4 games. Again, wait for me to get my 5950X to confirm, but it seems like it's a tie. Or maybe if you're a really heavy AMD optimized gamer, maybe that's the road you want to go. We also tested... What else did we go back in the stream and look? I go over all of... There's a couple of guys in my Discord that have Ryzen chips. And we tested a whole bunch of those games as well. And mine was on average about 7 to 10% faster than all those. The Division 2 is the only game that I've actually lost in so far. Which is fine. You know what I mean? The architecture is going to favor some games anyway, right? But, so, on average... Again, wait for me to get my chip, but Intel is still technically the fastest by a few percent on average, but you can call it a tie. You can call it completely irrelevant because nobody is going to be gaming above those FPS numbers. You know what I mean? You're not going to be playing Watch Dogs in 1080p low. You're not going to be playing Division 2 1080p low, etc., etc. In esport games like Overwatch, CSGO, those games, you're always going to hit the frame cap of your monitor anyway, so either chip is going to be fine. AAA 4K gaming, either chip is going to be fine. It's a complete tie. It's 100% a tie at the top end. This is my conclusion for now. It's a tie. Basically based on this guy's numbers. We will reconvene here once I get my own chip and do my own testing. Watch the stream. There's like 3 hours of Q&A in there and benchmarks and comparisons that we do. There was more than 70 unique viewers in today's stream. It was insane. But anyway, I wanted to get this video out there in the first place. My initial assessment in that prediction video was that Intel would be about 10% faster on average. So I was wrong there. It seems like on average it's about less than 5 fully tuned. On average. I mean, it depends what games you pick. You can cherry pick whatever games you want to make it 10%, right? But what I'll do when I get my chip, I'll probably do like 10 AMD optimized games and then maybe 10 Intel optimized games and maybe draw an average from that or something like that. I'll figure it out when I should have my chip in a week or two anyway. So stay tuned for that anyway. Yeah, guys, anyway. Zen is incredibly impressive, though. For a chiplet architecture, it is incredibly impressive. I would, if you are a frame chaser in general, I would not hesitate to buy one. If you can get one. On the other token, though, people are offloading their 10900Ks like crazy for cheap right now. Don't hesitate to buy one of those either. You're still the fastest. Fastest. You're like the 10900K is a amazing chip and it's solid and everything. Like, don't feel guilty or bad for buying a 10900K right now. If you need to build a system, right, don't wait for Zen. You don't have to wait for Zen if you know what you're doing and you know how to overclock, right? Anyway, guys, I've ranted on long enough here. This was a solid stream and news cycle for this Zen. Like, AMD did a good job, man. Yeah. Anyway, hope you learned something. Oh fuck, what's my exit? Oh yeah. Hit that subscribe button, do all that YouTube SEO stuff, like, share, comment down below what you think, and hope you guys learned something, and I will I'm gonna re-upload the stream tomorrow, probably. Just because it takes so long to render that shit. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later.